Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Armored Warfare replay. I am your host, the Mighty Bjorn, and today I have for you PvE Hardcore Operation Cavalry. I have David Bowie with her T-62M, the Red Queen with the Type 80-2, and myself with the Type 59-2A. This is the Chinese New Year, folks. It's been a while since I've actually played this tank, but it's obviously the Chinese New Year has given me a reason to play this tank again. And we're going to go over the history and development of this machine. As you can see here, I got the lucky pigs from the last year Chinese New Year, which is kind of a meme in itself, I guess. But let's go over the history and development of the Chinese Type 59. The Type 59 would really begin with the T-55. The Sino-Soviet Treaty of Friendship, Alliance, and Mutual Assurance would help set up the first production facility in 1956 in northern China. At the time, the Soviet Union and China were allies. This wouldn't last long, but China in that time would open a factory tailor-made to produce Soviet T-54s. The Factory 617 would produce most of China's main battle tanks. The first produced tank out of Factory 617 would be the Type 59 under factory code WZ-120. This tank would roll off the line in 1958, with official adoption of the Type 59 in 1959. Over 10,000 Type 59s would be produced, with production ending in 1980, at least in China. There is actually production facilities in other parts of the world, such as Pakistan. A total of 5,500 Type 59s would serve with China, and the tank would go on to sea in service and production with other countries as well. The Type 59 would also influence other designs, such as the T-62 light tank. And if you look at the T-62, generally you have the exact same vehicle with lighter armor, smaller size, and a different size gun. Intel was right. That's got to be one of the and it would also be the basis of the Type 69 and the Type 79. The Type 59 would form the backbone of the Chinese PLA until the early 2000s, where other tanks that they've designed would actually more or less completely replace these vehicles. Protect the plane. The early Type 59 would mount a 100mm Type 59 rifle gun, as well as a coaxial 7.62mm machine gun, which is operational in-game. It would also have a pintle-mounted Type 54 12.7mm machine gun. The tank is powered by a model 12150L V12 liquid-cooled diesel engine that produces 520 horsepower, giving this vehicle a power-to-weight ratio of 14.44 tons. The Type 59 is constructed out of a mix of steel castings and weldings. The turret primarily is cast, and the hull is welded. The tank uses a torsion bar suspension with 5 road wheels on each side, but there is no return rollers. The idler wheel is in the front, with the
They nailed us.
with the drive wheels in the drive sprockets in the rear. And if you look on the side, you will see that between the first and second road wheel, there is a gap. I'll take a moment here to show this really quick to you. As you can see, just like the T-59, T-55. One known design flaw of the Type 59 is the ammo storage. The ammo is stored in the turret, giving an increased chance of the ammo being hit and the ammo cooking off, actually killing the crew. And high crew fatalities is actually noted for the Type 59. The Type 59 did receive some upgrades over its service life, but what I'm going to focus on covering here, since this is what the video is about, is the Type 59-2. The Type 59-2 would feature a Type 81 105mm rifled gun. This is actually a clone and very similar to the Royal Ordnance L7 105mm rifled gun. The same 105mm gun that you'd actually find on Centurions and that actually NATO would use. And as such, this can actually use the NATO ammo of the time. We really don't use 105mm much anymore. They also mounted an improved infrared system as well. It would also receive a new radio and fire suppression system. Obviously, the fire suppression system being important because of the ammunition stowage. However, the upgrades would increase the weight of the Type 59 from 36 tons to 36.5 tons. So not too much more weight, but this would reduce the power to weight ratio as they did not do an engine replacement as well. The Type 59 is still in service around the world with countries like China. China's primarily using it as a backup tank, a reservist tank. Cambodia, Iran, Iraq, Pakistan, and Sudan, just to name a few. But at this point, I would also personally question how effective the Type 59 would be against modern main battle tanks and modern munitions. Understand that the T-55, while still in service, is not noted for being actually a very good tank anymore. I guess it'd be one of those based on what kind of targets you were going after. So what you have here in armored warfare for the Type 59, we'll move on to that and I'll try and crunch this in really quick, is you have a Tier 4 premium main battle tank that honestly really is not that good. Its mobility isn't bad, it's functional. But where it really loses is its armor. While the armor can withstand autocannon fire, as you see in there, it's not going to withstand the standard NATO munitions that you're going to be going up against, such as what you get from 105mm main guns or even the 125mm main guns of the Soviet vehicles. It does not withstand ATGMs, being as it is an all-steel construction, heat ammunition, and ATGMs cut right through this. I'll pull up the results and finish talking about the Type 59 in-game. Now, the one thing that the Type 59 does have running for it is the gun is not tremendously bad. That being said, with everything weighing in against its favor, I would not personally recommend this tank, although it can be a fun tank to play for the lulz. That being said, it's also a tank that's quite frequently given away for free. I'm not sure if you still could, but for the longest time, if you set your Armored Warfare account through Steam, you could actually get one of these things for free from Steam back when it was still a Tier 3. But so let's cover over the results. I would not get the blue star, even though I would do 10,447 damage, spot 2 enemy vehicles, and destroy 7. Really actually not a bad match in this machine, considering I would actually be the top damage overall. However, even though David Bowie had about 4,000 less damage than I did, actually a little over 4,000 less damage than I did, David actually had almost 20,000 spotting damage, grabbing herself the blue star. Yeah, unfortunately, that's just how things work in Armored Warfare. Spotting damage means more than actual. The memes. But anyway, folks, happy Chinese New Year if you're into that sort of thing. I'm sure most of the people watching this video really is not attuned to the whole Lunar New Year stuff. But anyway, folks, thank you very much for watching this presentation of the Type 59-2, which this would actually be my second presentation. My first presentation was actually a written article I had written 3 years ago, actually about the tank. Anyway, folks, Thank you again for watching the video, and hopefully I will see you for the next Armored Warfare replay.